the symbol of the Golden Rosy Cross was actually created by the founders of the school. As Mary Rose described, the school began um, from the impulse of the Rosicrucian Society from Max Heindel, that in his turn received a very strong impulse from Steiner, who also received a very strong impulse from Blavatsky. So we can see a very strong wave of the impulse of the brotherhood of life taking shape from the second half of the 19th century, that pretty much coincides with the peak of the concrete mind, or let's say the logical thinking. Um, so when there was enough self-awareness in humanity, the brotherhood of life saw that it was possible to begin the development for a new consciousness, that is the higher mind, that is the abstract mind, huh? The mind that does not assemble reality with thoughts as if they were small parts of a puzzle, but the consciousness that uses living images not only to understand reality but to shape reality. That's really this new phase that we are living. That's what we call the end of Pisces and the beginning of Aquarius, right? So the initial symbol of the Golden Rosy Cross, if you take the books that were published back in the 30s and in the 40s, you had the triangle, the square, and the circle. And the point in the center was implied, or it was still invisible. And there's a very nice text from Mr. Jan van Reichenborg, one of the founders of the school, as Mary Rose mentioned before, in a conference that he has given. I think it was in the 50s or early 60s, that he explains that in a particular moment of the development of humanity, the spirit should become visible in life. And in that moment, the point should become manifested, not as an invisible center that is everywhere, as Hermes Trismegistus indicated in the past, but as a living reality in the human being. So in essence, after that moment, the point became visible, and that's the modern symbol of the Golden Rosy Cross today. But uh, those that symbol you can also see in different dimensions and different correlations. You indicated the seven roses. Certainly, you can see, the three vertices of the triangle and the four vertices of the square as the seven roses, or the seven chakras, or the seven centers of energy in our serpent fire system. Because every transformation that takes place in the consciousness and in life also needs to engage and transform one of those centers. So, in the very beginning, you have the transformation of the center of the heart. We mentioned the spirit spark in the heart. Then it is a matter of engaging your understanding, and after that, your reaction, that is in the sacrum plexus, right? So you have the three first new lights, or the three first new flames, as a fiery triangle in your being. And after you were able to go through that, you can engage the other four. In some traditions, you can see a sevenfold candelabrum that is gradually ignited, forming first the triangle, and then the square. So you can also see uh, the seven new roses, fiery roses, blooming in the darkness of our being. So those symbols, especially in this line of the manifestation of the brotherhood that we mentioned to you, that dates back to the middle of the 19th century and before. Uh, those symbols are different aspects and different manifestations, as if you were trying to represent a multi-dimensional reality with 2D or 3D representations. But if you take a step back and you look at the big picture that is inside of you, and you use the key of the spirit in you, as it is said in a very nice text of the school, you can decipher all numbers. Huh? So here's an invitation for you to continue to do that.